Inanna, goddess of love and war. Goddess Inanna, also known as Ishtar, is the Mesopotamian goddess of love, lust and war, the protector of Uruk. She is sometimes considered the goddess of heaven and earth. She is the daughter of the moon god Nanna, Sin, and the goddess Reed Ningal, the granddaughter of the deified god Enlil. She has an extremely close twin brother, the god of light Utu, sun god Shamash, and a hostile older sister is the underworld goddess Ereshkigal. She is beautiful, seductive and very majestic, always appearing in images holding a weapon in her hand and stepping on a lion with one foot. Inanna's temperament is erratic. She protects what she loves and is also willing to destroy evil, sometimes causing terrible disasters. However, Ishtar has a rather difficult biography to agree on. In the epic Gilgamesh, the people of Uruk said Ishtar was the daughter of the supreme god who ruled the sky Anu. She is sometimes considered the daughter of the air god Enlil. Ishtar's symbol is the 8-pointed star symbolizing the morning star, and the lion symbolizing strength. Ishtar is described as having an extremely beautiful appearance that can make anyone fall in love, but is also very fierce. This goddess always wears both jewelry and weapons at the same time. Ishtar is an extremely amorous goddess. According to Gilgamesh, Ishtar's number of lovers is immeasurable. Ishtar's love is like conquest through war. Ishtar loves the song of a robin, but then breaks its wings and imprisons it. Ishtar loved the lion's bravery, then killed and skinned it. Ishtar loved the strength of the war horses, and then saddled him and inflicted whippings on him. She is also very narcissistic. When Gilgamesh rejected her, Ishtar sent the bull of heaven to destroy Gilgamesh's kingdom. Because of this special personality, Ishtar got involved in countless scandals. Scandal, either as a victim or as a perpetrator, is enough. Inanna was initially pure and innocent, until curiosity led her to ask her twin brother Utu for information. Utu led Inanna to hell to eat the apple of knowledge. From then on, she mastered all the love affairs of life, and became the protector goddess of lust. Is this story a metaphor for Inanna and Utu having an incestuous relationship? From then on, she also knew how to calculate and scheme. An anecdote tells the story of Inanna tricking the god Enki into a painful trick. At that time, Inanna went to Eridu to visit the god Enki. She got Enki drunk and then, in his high spirits, Enki gave Inanna all the dignities of a god, a godhood, a crown, a heavenly throne, titles, the ability to go to hell, the ability to create floods, love-making skills, intelligence and skill. He then ordered soldiers to bring Inanna back safely on the heavenly warship. When he sobered up, Enki complained that he had given everything to the goddess, and his body was not lost. He sent an army of monsters to chase Inanna before she landed at Uruk, but the monsters were stopped by the maid Ninshubur. Inanna brought all the divine dignity to the city of Uruk, surpassing the city of Eridu in strength. She knew how to be jealous of a mountain. Mount Ebi was so majestic and magnificent that Inanna envied its beauty. The most beautiful mountain in the world, she was only the second most beautiful in the world, so the goddess fed the mountain a poisonous apple. Well, she cast a spell to make the mountain explode. Fast and compact. Then, she also knows how to be angry. The blind gardener Shukalatuta took advantage of her falling asleep under a poplar tree to rape her. Angry Inanna spread disease throughout the world and turned river water into blood. Then she asked god Enki for permission to fly and search everywhere to find the bad guy. Inanna caught Shukalatuta hiding, despite his pleas, and sentenced him to death. Inanna's husband was the god of agriculture Dumuzid. Legend has it that when she was of age, her brother Utu took her to ask her to marry one of them, the farmer Nkimdu and the shepherd Dumuzid. At first Inanna had more sympathy for the farmer, but Utu helped Dumuzid give her more valuable gifts. Thanks to that, Inanna decided to marry Dumuzid as her husband. The most important anecdote about the goddess Inanna, Ishtar, is her journey to the underworld to usurp control of the underworld from her sister, the goddess Ereshkigal. Hell has 7 gates. To go down there, every time she passes through a gate, Inanna must take off something on her body. By the time she passed through the 7th gate, she was naked and had lost all her strength. At that time, Inanna was sentenced to death by the 7 judges of hell and her body was hung on a stake. Without Inanna, the world no longer has love and sexual inspiration, and childbirth stops. After 3 days and nights, the gods were still indifferent because they thought that the disaster was Inanna's own doing. God Enki was worried and sent a messenger to force Ereshkigal to revive Inanna and return her to Earth. It seemed tragic. The drama ended there, but unfortunately, Ereshkigal, filled with hatred, sent a group of hellish demons to follow Inanna to the earthly world to capture a soul to return to the underworld instead. Inanna in turn saved her 3 servants from the clutches of evil, but in the end did not bother to save her husband. Dumuzid not only did not mourn when Inanna died, but also took the opportunity to have fun with the dancer, making Inanna itchy, ordering the demons of hell to drag her down to the underworld. Inanna later regretted it, and together with Dumuzid's sister, Geshtiana, went to the underworld to negotiate with Ereshkigal. An agreement was made that Dumuzid would only have to live half a year in the underworld. The remaining half a year would return to the earthly world, but during that time his sister would have to take Dumuzid's place as a hostage in the underworld. Government. Ishtar is also noted as a goddess of human mercy. When Enlil fell upon humanity, she wept, like a pregnant woman in labor. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.